We're the Munsters.
We went to sleep many years ago, and we woke up with a brand new show. We're the Munsters.
We're the Munsters.
Today!
Lily, this breakfast is great. What is it?
Believe it or not, it's plain old poison ivy hash.
I never would have recognized it. This stuff has real bite.
Well, instead of my usual toadstool nectar, I added a half cup of earthworm brains.
And they say beautiful women can't cook.
Marilyn, would you like me to whip up a batch of my dragonfly sandwiches for your Girl Scout meeting this afternoon?
Thanks, Aunt Lily. But I think my girls would just as soon have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'll go start them.
Eddie, you haven't touched your food. And I thought you liked poison ivy hash extra slimy.
Well, I do, Mom. I think it's... Oh!
Oh, Eddie, not another sore throat.
Oh, it's nothing, Mom.
A throat, nothing bites your tongue. Without throats, people wouldn't have necks.
That's the third sore throat this month. I think it's time we had old Dr. Cutter look at it.
Why just look at it? I think it's time we had old Dr. Cutter cure it.
Herman, you're a medical genius. Not to mention a medical question mark.
But gee, Mom, today's Saturday. Can't we wait till Monday?
And miss a full day of school?
Well, you wouldn't want me to go to school with a sore throat, would you?
I don't want you home with one either. Now, march upstairs and get ready, and scrape your ears, too.
Just my luck. Wasting a great sore throat on a day when there's no school.
Run along, Eddie, and brush your fangs, too.
Brush my fangs? Do I have to?
Now, Eddie, when you grow up, you want to have nice, long, sharp teeth like me, don't you?
Well, sure I do.
Well, then you do as your mother says. And use that new wire brush I got from the hardware store.
Okay.
How's Eddie gonna get to the doctor's office?
Oh, well, I promised Marilyn I would help her with the Girl Scouts this afternoon, so I suppose you'll have to take the hearse and drive him there, dear.
Me?
Well, you don't expect the poor, sick boy to travel alone on a bus.
Oh, doggone it! I was planning to install the new supercharger on the hearse today.
Why?
Because I'm going to drive in the big motocross next week. Excuse me? I'm looking for old Dr. Cutter.
Oh, he's on vacation. I'm young Dr. Dugan.
I'm Herman Munster, and this is my son, Eddie.
Good heavens. Come over here and sit down.
Oh, thank you very much. Have you got any magazines to read?
You won't have any time to do any reading. We have to get started right away.
Okay. What do you want him to do?
I want the boy to step out into the reception room while I make my examination.
Do you mean out there?
Oh, yes, and close the door behind you, please.
Excuse me, Dr. Dugan. I'm no medical expert, but wouldn't it be easier if you and Eddie were in the same room when you examine him?
Oh, you mean he's sick, too?
Oh, yes, he's... What do you mean, too?
How long has your epidermis been green?
How did you know that?
Right there in plain sight.
My epidermis?
That's right. I saw it the minute you walked through the door.
Oh, darn it! Lily told me she'd mended these pants.
I'm talking about your skin. Well, your face is as green as a seasick frog.
Thank you very much. Is there something wrong?
Oh, don't worry. I graduated first in my class at medical school. Cure anything.
Well, it's no big deal. It's just a little sore throat. Eddie, bring your throat in here. Howl for the doctor, Eddie.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
No, it's terrible. Just terrible. It's Eddie's sore throat.
Oh, a sore throat, eh?
Yes, sir.
Does it feel as if you've just eaten a sandpaper sandwich and swallowed a nail file for dessert?
Well, yeah. How'd you know?
Oh, well, I know there's a lot of that around. But it's no big deal.
See.
Now, you just wrap this mustard plaster around your neck, and if your throat isn't any better by Monday, I want you to stay home from school.
Wow! Thanks, Doc.
You come here instead. I'll give you a couple of spoonfuls of castor oil.
That's my favorite. I love castor oil.
See, Eddie, that wasn't so bad. Let's go.
Oh, no. You're not leaving.
Oh, yes, I'm in a big race next week. I've got...
Mr. Munster, you're not well.
Are you kidding? I feel great.
Of course you do. Yeah, feeling great is one of the first symptoms of this disease.
Disease?
Yes, the one that's turning your skin green.
But my skin has always been green.
Yeah, look. Could I take just one little peek at your insides?
Just one?
No charge on the house.
Well, one little peek won't take long.
Oh, good. Now, you just hold that pose while I get a picture.
You want me to smile?
Oh, sure. Why not? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Uh-oh. And double. Uh-oh.
But Lily, Mr. Goodberry gave Herman permission to enter the hearse in the race.
I don't care. I'm going to forbid Herman to drive in it.
Too late. He already signed a deal with the Speedy Oil Company. They're probably going to pay us $1 million for this.
$1 million for one of your inventions?
I call it Slippery X100. Leonard will demonstrate. Leonard, how's your stiff neck? Oh, try a little of this, huh? Thank you, Leonard. Herman and I are gonna put this in the hearse's gas tank before he drives in the motocross. It's too early for lunch.
I should have known that you were behind Herman entering that foolish race. Grandpa, that is going to be dangerous, and you know it.
Dangerous? Tell me one thing about it that's dangerous.
He'll be going 100 miles an hour. He'll be tearing around sharp curves. He'll be competing against professional race car drivers.
I said one thing. Lily, think about the fame, the fortune, the money, the moolah, the green stuff, the scratch.
Grandpa.
Not now, Lily. There's a child in the room.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, Eddie. How's your throat, dear?
Oh, fine. The doctor said it was just a little frog.
I told you not to swim in the moat.
I was just bobbing for leeches.
What's that thing around your neck?
Oh, something called a mustard plaster.
Necks with mustard sounds delicious.
He told me to wear it until I got home.
Well, what else did the doctor tell you to do for your throat, dear?
Well, he told me to stay home from school for the rest of my life.
Edward Wolfgang Munster.
Month?
Eddie.
Hey, he was worth a shot.
I'll make you some nice yak broth for this evening.
Is that all the doctor said?
Yeah. Well, you know, just to take it easy and not to worry about Pop.
Not worry about your father? What's wrong with your father?
Well, they don't know yet.
What don't they know?
Well, if they don't know, how am I supposed to know?
Eddie, didn't your father bring you home?
No, the doctor sent me home in a cab. Oh, and Grandpa, Pop wanted me to tell you to start turbocharging the hearse just as soon as they let him out of the hospital.
Eddie, did you say your father's in the hospital?
Well, yeah. Oh, but don't worry, he's got about 10 doctors taking care of him.
His hospitalization insurance doesn't cover that many doctors.
Well, that's okay. They're not gonna charge him anything. They said Pop's gonna make them all famous.
Oh, this is all my fault. I should never have sent Herman to that doctor's office.
Oh, don't worry, Mom. Pop's gonna be just fine. The doctor said the operation will be a cinch.
Operation?
Well, yeah. You see, the doctor took a picture of Pop's insides, and he found this giant bed spring in his chest.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I've known Herman for 277 years. Now, if he had had a bed spring in his chest, I certainly would have noticed it when we... I would have known about it by now.
Well, it's no problem now. The doctors are gonna take it out this afternoon.
They can't do that. That spring was installed there when Herman was assembled. It's what holds his arms and legs and head together.
This is terrible. Why would Herman have agreed to such a thing?
Well, he doesn't know about the operation.
Well, how do you know?
Well, I heard the doctors talking on the phone. Well, they said they didn't want Pop to worry.
I'm going upstairs and call that hospital and demand that they release Herman immediately.
No, wait.
No, why? You heard what Eddie said.
You tell a bunch of doctors that your husband is held together by a coil of wire, they're gonna drop a big butterfly net over you.
You're right. There's only one thing to do.
Okay, Doctor, what do you want to do now?
Gee, a mummy.
We have a relative of yours at home.
Why don't you just come over here and lie down, Mr. Munster? I'll be with you soon.
No. I have to go home. I have to put racing slicks on my rear wheels.
Please do as I say. I'll have you out of here in no time at all. You'll be a brand new man.
Really? I haven't been a brand new man since I walked out of the doctor's office in Transylvania.
Yes. Now, you just stay there and relax. The nurse will be in shortly to take your temperature.
Oh, my temperature's always normal. 7 below. Hey, buddy, let me tell you all about the mummy at our house. You don't want to talk about it, huh? That's okay, I understand. We can talk about it later. The powder?
Herman!
Lily, Grandpa Marilyn, what are you doing here dressed like that?
We had to, dear. Visiting hours aren't until this evening.
This is the only way we could sneak by the hospital staff.
Gee, I don't think you're allowed to wear that stuff. Not until you've graduated from medical school.
Herman, you have to get out of this hospital.
Oh, somebody's coming.
Herman, get into that bed, quickly. Marilyn, stand right there. If the doctor looks as though he's going to do anything to Uncle Herman, distract him.
Okay, Aunt Lily. Oh. Jawbreaker!
You're not old Dr. Cutter.
Oh, he's on vacation. I'm young Dr. Dugan. Nurse, who is that doctor?
Oh, he's from Europe. He specializes in necks.
Oh, really? I'd better go introduce myself.
No.
Why not?
He doesn't speak English.
Well, how quaint.
Nuts!
Not now, miss. I am about to make medical history. Yes. Nurse, prepare Mr. Munster for the operating... Oh! The O.R.
What's an oar?
Oh, well, that's just doctor talk. You let us doctors worry about it. That's what we get paid for, right? Ring for the orderly, nurse. Yes, we have only a few minutes to get Mr. Munster into surgery.
Kiss!
Later.
Surgery?
Now, you just take it easy, Mr. Munster. You'll love the OR, the operating room.
Operating room? Where? When? Why? How?
That's right, dear. Sir, that's what Dr. Grandpa and I were trying...
Grandpa? Who is that guy?
Mr. Goodbar!
Oh, not now. Look here. What's going on? Don't worry. You'll feel great once we get that nasty old bed spring out of your insides.
You can't operate on me.
You have to have his permission.
And you don't have it.
Well, sure we do. Well, that's the agreement you signed in my office.
Is that what I signed?
Oh, Herman, you mean you didn't even read it?
No, it was in French.
Oh, Mr. Munster, this isn't going to cost you a dime.
Change!
Go away. Because this great scientific breakthrough is going to make me famous. The whole operation's on the house. I'm buying.
Oh, I couldn't let you do that. At least let me pay half.
Herman, shut up.
I thought you said he didn't speak English.
Oh, I don't. I just speak a few small words like, hurry up, let's get out of here, and what happened to Eddie?
Eddie? Well, who's Eddie? I don't see any Eddie.
Neither do I. And he was supposed to be here 10 minutes ago.
Is there a Herman Munster here?
I'm Herman Munster.
Well, let's move it, Mr. Munster. Mustn't dawdle. In a hospital, time is money.
In a hospital, everything is money.
Oh, hurry up, orderly. Should have been here 10 minutes ago.
Here, let me give you a hand, Pop.
Pop? Where? Who are they?
Okay, Eddie, let's go. I'm available for consultation.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Only 3 more days, Herman. And then you and I and Slippery X100 will be household words.
Yes, I'll tell them. Goodbye. That was Mr. Goodberry. He is pulling the hearse out of the motocross.
He can't do that. Why is he doing that?
Because Mrs. Goodberry is using the hearse that day. She has already had it painted chartreuse.
Chartreuse?
with yellow polka dots. It's going to be afloat in the Miss Mockingbird Heights Parade.
Oh, darn it! Does that mean I'm not going to be able to drive the hearse at all?
Sure you will. You call Mrs. Goodberry and tell her that you'll drive the hearse in the parade.
But that's not racing. Parades are slow.
Not this one.
Oh.